going? Happy Co-working Tuesday. So, I hope you're all doing well out there. Let me know how it's going and what you want to get done today. This is a co-working stream. If you haven't done this before, basically I have some things that I need to do. And so if you also have things that you need to do, you can do them at the same time. And I'm going to rearrange my to-do list because I am tired. I'm sick and tired of not actually making a puzzle each week. So we are going to think of a puzzle as the top number one thing that we're doing today. You know what? Responding to emails can go down, all the way down. If I have time, I will respond to emails. And if I have time, I'll respond to YouTube comments. I'm prioritizing actually making games and not my admin stuff. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to think of a puzzle for this advent calendar. I really want to finalize my puzzles for that soon because this is like an advent calendar book, like a puzzle book that I want to eventually post onto the Game Crafter as like a crowd sale type thing. And for people to get it for Christmas, I think I need to do that in like August. And you know what? It's May already. It's May, June, July. That's 3 months away if I want to launch that in August. And I'm just realizing that right now. So we are prioritizing finalizing the puzzles for this thing. It's just taking a little longer because the puzzles I have left are more difficult puzzles. I have the puzzles getting increasingly difficult as the days go on. Sorry, I was just updating my to-do list there. And so now I have to think of more layered and complicated puzzles, and they're not as straightforward as the earlier ones. So that's why they're just taking a little bit longer. And I've also just been prioritizing other things and yada, yada, yada. Here we are. So that is my to-do list. Feel free to share what you want to get done today. Hey, Brendan. Hey, Tony. Nice to see you. Hi. Oh, couple of big developments. I got a desk accessory that I am very excited about. I'm using it right now. It's a little elliptical thing under my desk just to keep the blood flowing and the joints moving and whatnot. I looked into getting a walking pad, but I don't have a standing desk, so I'd have to like pile things up every time I wanted to use it, and I didn't have anywhere to store it when I wasn't using it. Like, I don't think it would fit under my couch. So I was like, what about one of those little stepper or cycle things that I can just put under my desk? So I got one yesterday from Facebook Marketplace for $60. And so I've only used it a couple of times, so I'm still getting used to it. But I like it. It's just like you're just kind of like riding a bike under the desk. So I think that would be nice to, because since I'm sitting so much during the week, I want to get a bit more movement. So that's very exciting. Another development. So yeah, if you see me kind of like swaying, that's what's happening. Another exciting development is I did get a contract from a publisher, which is very exciting. We are now negotiating a little bit about some of the terms and hopefully get that finalized soon so I can actually sign it, which would be very exciting. I did not sign any games last year, and I try to sign at least one game a year. That's my goal every year. So ideally, I would like to sign 2 games this year to kind of make up for last year. So if we can get that signed this month, that would be great. So that's very exciting. Very, very exciting. Oh, also, I got some art samples for a game of mine that should be announced soon, hopefully. I've been told it should be coming out at Gen Con. But I mean, Gen Con's coming up pretty quick here and it hasn't been announced yet, but it's because they're changing some of the art. And so I saw the new art samples and it looks super cool. Super, super cool. I'm so excited for people to see this game now. They had a different art direction like a few months ago. And I guess they got some feedback from some retailers about the art direction. And so now they're changing it. It's totally different and it looks really good. So I'm excited about that. Hey, ball guy. Nice to see you. Yeah. Okie dokie. My internet, I feel like my internet has been a little weird the past few days, so hopefully I don't freeze. Looks like Twitch might be frozen. I'm not sure. But I'm hardwired in, and that's all I can do. So hopefully it's fine. Okay, so yes, we have 1 hour on the clock. So if you want to let me know what you want to get done for the next hour, we're going to work for an hour and just have some music on while we work. And then we're going to take a break and stretch and move around a little bit, and then we'll work for another hour. So we're going to work for a total of 2 hours together today. And we're just going to jump right into it because the timer is already under an hour. So let's jump right into it. We can keep chatting in the chat. But best of luck with your to-do list. And thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the chat. right, friends, we made it. We made it to the end of the first session. Let me just catch up on comments here or in the chat before we take a break here. Sorry, Bum Studios, if you're already gone. Thanks so much for popping and saying hello. Hey, Papa Patzer, nice to see you. Gonna finish 3 work projects today. Whoa, that's awesome. Good luck. Hey, Sprudel. Yay, nice to see you. So yeah, over on Twitch, Immortal Polar Bear King is just asking about, next steps. They've created a board game and not sure what to do with it now. And so they said, I've tried pitching to many publishers. Most say they're not interested or they're not accepting submissions for self-publishing. That seems ideal, but also seems like I need funds to do that, which I don't. Yeah, so to back it up a little bit, they also mentioned they've play tested it with 5 different groups. If the feedback you're getting from publishers in general is that they're not interested, and you've only play tested it with 5 groups, I would take a step back and I would play test it more, and with a variety of people. I would bring it to some playtesting and designer conventions like a Protospiel or an Unpub, something like that, to have other designers test it and see what they think. I don't know who you've tested it with, if you've tested it with other designers or if you've primarily tested it with friends and family. But definitely try to test with other designers and strangers and people who don't know you to get their feedback, as well as your target market. And personally, if it was me, I would only run a crowdfunding campaign if I also got an offer from a publisher. That validates the idea and shows that I could have signed it with a publisher. It is good enough to have signed with a publisher. I'm not self-publishing just because I've just gotten all rejections. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I were to self-publish a game, I would only self-publish games that I got offers from publishers for, because that shows that it is actually good enough to self-publish. So that's what I would do. They say, I'm in such a remote area that there are no cons and I have no network connection, and being geo-locked doesn't help for playtesting. That definitely is tough, but there are quite a few online playtesting groups. I playtest with my members every first and third Wednesday, sometimes the 5th Wednesday of the week. There are other groups online that playtest. So if you can get your game online, like on Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator or screentop.gg, any online platform where you can get your board game digital, that will open up a ton of playtesting opportunities for you to playtest the game extensively online. Obviously, playing in person is ideal, but having a digital prototype will open up a lot more playtesting opportunities for you as well, and also makes pitching it easier because a lot of publishers will ask for, to play the game online before they might ask for a physical prototype. So it's good to have anyway. But yeah, so I know it's tough to always have in-person playtests, but there's quite a few online playtesting groups. So I mentioned my Discord. The link to my Discord is in my bio on Twitch and YouTube. But also there are other Discord groups like Break My Game, the virtual playtesting group. These are all Discord groups. Also the Vancouver playtest group. They have online playtesting every 2 weeks, but anyone in the world can join that. So there's quite a few Discord groups that meet regularly, like virtual playtesting Discord group. They playtest almost every day. So if you want to have more playtesting opportunities online, any of those communities, you could playtest today, So, that's if I were you, that's what I would do. And I would definitely not self-publish a game just because you're not getting any yeses from publishers. You know what I mean? Like, you want to self-publish because you have a solid game. You could sign it with a publisher. You're choosing to self-publish because maybe you want complete creative control. Maybe you enjoy the business side of it. Maybe you have a friend that you want to do the art, things like that. Yes, you will have to invest some money up front, but the whole idea of crowdfunding is that it's supposed to generate funds for you to complete the project. So you would only really need to put some money if you wanted to hire an artist to do like a few sample pieces. Don't have them do all of the art for the entire game. Have them do some sample pieces, which shouldn't cost too much money. And then the rest of it, I mean, I guess if you wanted to have a professional do your video, you would have to pay for that. But a lot of it you can do yourself. A lot of people like, Gabe Barrett, who runs the solo game of the month, he releases a solo game every single month, which is wild. And a lot of his videos are just him talking to the camera. Like he'll start with pictures of the game just on screen with some music. And then it'll go to him just talking about the game. Like you don't need to have anything super fancy for your video. So to run a crowdfunding campaign, you really don't need to spend much money up front. And the whole idea is you shouldn't have to. That's why you should be running a crowdfunding campaign in the first place, is to have people help support you and give you funds to do cool stuff. That's what the intention of Kickstarter was back in the day. It has changed and evolved, but that is the spirit of it. It's supposed to help people who don't have the funds to raise the funds to do cool stuff. Anyway, that's that. Oh, great. You're in my Discord and you have Tabletop Simulator. That's great. Yeah, so I would just keep playtesting it with a lot more people. And also, like I said in one of my previous messages, just making a board game is amazing. Period. We don't always have to do more with the stuff that we create. Just creating it on its own is amazing. So whenever people ask these questions, I'm trying to more and more to start with, what's your motivation to do more with it? Because it's already an amazing thing of what you did. And, sometimes people feel like I have to do more with it now. I have to monetize it. I have to sell it. I have to publish it. I have to get it out in the world. And just think about what's your motivation for that, I think is important. I know people like me, I talk about it a lot because my dream is to do this full time as a career. But if that's not your goal, just reflecting on what's your motivation for wanting to publish your game at all. Just the fact that you made a board game is amazing. And I think we should celebrate that. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to move around a little bit and get a snack. And then work for another hour. But sorry, I did not catch up on YouTube. Okay. Papa Pastor says, do you follow up with publishers if they ask for a prototype but take a long time to get back to you? I sent a game to a company overseas about 6 weeks ago and haven't heard yet. Yeah, 6 weeks isn't that long, but it feels long. Yeah, I get it. Generally, yeah, if I've mailed them a physical prototype, well, no, this one publisher had a physical prototype of mine last year for like 10 months. So yeah, if it's been like 4 months and I haven't heard from them, I'll send a quick email and just be like, hey, just checking in, seeing if you, well, no, probably like 2 months. Probably like every 2 months, I'll follow up and just see if they have any updates. Because yeah, publishers can be very slow with their communication. And if this was going overseas, it probably took a while to get there. And it's only been 6 weeks. I would give another couple weeks, and then I would just send an email just asking if they have any updates or any questions, things like that. That's totally fine. Yeah, I think I do about every 2 months. I'm not like super regulated about it, but I think like every 2 months I think, oh, hey, what's happening with that game that I mailed them 2 months ago? Yeah, I think every like 2 months is totally reasonable. Yeah, but best of luck though. That's awesome that they even asked for a physical prototype. Like that's huge. That is awesome. Okay, the motivation from the beginning was to create a community. Yeah, so if it's to create a community, if this was me, I would start a Discord. I would get the game on Tabletopia. Anyone can publish a game on Tabletopia, so anyone in the world can play your game on Tabletopia, like right now, if you wanted to. And I would just have people play it there. if that's, you know, if that's the goal. And then if there's enough interest and people want physical copies, if it was me, I would put the game up on the Game Crafter, which is a print on demand website, and then people can just order the game there. You would have to set it up, and there is a learning curve about learning how to put games up on the Game Crafter, but especially if there's not too many components. But I think you said it's a card-based game. I can't remember. But if there's not too many bits and it's not too complicated, I would put it up on the Game Crafter, and so then people anywhere in the world can order it, and then the Game Crafter deals with manufacturing it and sending it out on a like case-by-case basis, like on demand. And then they deal with the customer service and all that stuff. So, yeah, if the motivation is to create community around the game, I would do those things. Create a Discord, put the game up on Tabletopia, put it up on the Game Crafter. There you go. You can get your game out into the world very easily these days, which is really exciting. And then you don't have to worry about putting any money up front by doing any of those things. I have a Discord, and I don't know that I'm ready for Tabletopia due to lack of art. I've dabbled and researched the Game Crafter. Right, the art side of things. Yeah, so if you did want to go that route, obviously running a crowdfunding campaign, you could make it a very simple crowdfunding campaign and be like, I just want to raise funds to make the art for this cool board game that I've made that I would then put up on Tabletopia and the Game Crafter. I mean, I don't do Kickstarter, so I don't know how viable of an idea that is, but that's the kind of thing that the Kickstarter was meant to, the type of project Kickstarter was meant to support originally. So that is something to consider. You could also try to do it yourself. I know that can be tough, but I think people appreciate someone actually making the art themselves these days rather than just generating it on ChatGPT or whatever. So that could be fun. Or maybe there's someone in your life who wants to build up their art portfolio and they would be willing to do it. And then you could have an agreement where if you do generate any money from the game down the line, you would then pay them back. There are some options. There are definitely some options. But I'm going to stop yapping for a bit. I need to get up and move around. We can keep chatting when I get back. But I need to get a snack and I need to move around. So let's all do that for a few minutes, and then we can come back and work for another hour. All right? I will see you in a bit. All right, friends. We're going to do another hour of work here. I'm very happy to report that I made a puzzle for my advent calendar book. Advent calendar escape puzzle book. I should maybe clarify. This might be a little confusing. Think of a puzzle for my whatever. It's clear enough. Yes. And I'm stoked with it, actually. When I was like putting the answer for it, I even tripped myself up. I was like, oh no, wait, that's not right. So I think that's good. A good sign. I'm going to put another hour on the clock here. Let me know what you want to get done this next hour. I am going to be sending my newsletter, and that's probably going to take the whole hour, which is fine. If you're not already subscribed to my newsletter, you might want to, because I'm going to be sending it out shortly. So Spriddle knows that their prototype was tested 2 weeks ago, but I heard you shouldn't ask too soon. However, I'm going to a con in a month, and I want to ask a week before that. Otherwise, I'll show it to others. Show it to others regardless. Show it to others regardless. Unless you have an exclusivity agreement with this publisher, you do not have to only show it to this. You don't, like, you can show it to other publishers. Show it to other publishers regardless. Ball Guy's working on their game 15 Stones, a version of 15 Steps without too much counting. Nice. Focusing on the feeling of moving forward / stepping up. Love that. Love that. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, Ball Guy. You get it. Alrighty, friends. The clock is ticking already, but we can keep chatting in the chat, but let's get to our to-do list. Best of luck. See you in the chat.
Slipping away.
Okie dokie. We made it. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a great co-working stream. I got a puzzle done, which is very exciting. I'm definitely going to keep this order of priority next week. Emails can wait. Actually making puzzles and games should be the priority. So I'm very glad that I did that. And I just sent out the newsletter. And so one change that I'm going to be making is that full list of publishers accepting submissions was getting so long that I'm now going to be sending it as a separate digest to my paid subscribers and to my YouTube members as a thank you for their support. I'm still going to feature one publisher a week in my main free newsletter. But that's a change I've been thinking about for a little while. I've been trying to think about something special I can do for my paid subscribers and YouTube members. And I thought that would be a great solution to make the newsletter shorter and easier to read and digest for everyone. And then also now send the full thing to my paid subscribers as a thank you. So implemented that today. The publisher that I featured in today's newsletter is The Op. They recently announced that they have an inventor portal that's available to the public. Before, you basically had to like know someone at The Op to pitch to them. So this is great that they now have this public-facing portal. So, thanks for letting me know you got the newsletter. Yay! Good. All right, friends, I'm gonna head out. Oh, thanks, Brutal. I appreciate it when you guys let me know that you got the newsletter all good. Yeah, the Opted Flip 7, Tapple, Telestrations. They've also done like strategy games like T-Witches and stuff like that, but they have recently moved away from hobby games and they're exclusively looking for mass market family and party games. So if you have something like that, definitely consider pitching to the Op. Again, make sure you've thoroughly playtested it and you're getting very positive feedback from playtesters before submitting it. Alrighty, friends. Well, thank you so much, Sprudel. And that's awesome that a publisher is looking at your game. That is super exciting. Hopefully they get back to you soon. Thanks, Ball Guy. Thanks, Papa Patzer. My Bum Studios, Brendan, Tony, everyone over on YouTube. Thanks for holding it down on Twitch, Andy and Immortal Polar Bear King. All the best to you and your project you have going on. And congrats on making a board game at all. Like, that is awesome. Awesome. All right. Keep crushing it out there, friends. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great week. Thanks so much again for hanging out today. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.